Hi everyone, hope you're well. It's Tuesday the 2nd of July 2013 and I've actually had a really productive day for once, which is really cool. I think first things first is that I got up really early this morning. I don't actually know how I managed it, but I know I did actually go to sleep earlier as well because I just felt tired for some reason last night, which is rare. So I actually slept earlier and slept really well and woke up early. So I've actually got loads done because of that as well, which is good because I still played a bit of like Animal Crossing and Scrolls today, but because I just got up that much earlier, I've still had a lot more time, and I think what usually happens is, although I'm probably usually awake for the same amount of hours, once it gets to the evening, I don't. I feel like slowing down rather than, I don't know. Basically, just I have more hours if I get up earlier, so that's cool. So I've done loads of my dice game, and because I'm so focused on trying to get this done at the moment, I find it's kind of my primary focus, and I've put a note here about how focusing on a single thing is really good, because it's always really, most of the time, I think most creative people feel this way, is that you have several different ideas and you're juggling them all at once, and but really focusing a lot of time on one idea is quite fulfilling, especially when it's I feel like it's an idea that will hopefully pay off as well, and even if it doesn't, I've learnt those doing it, rather than, I don't know, some YouTube videos and ideas and stuff, it's a bit like, at the end of the day, it's still just more YouTube videos, and they're not, and YouTube videos always feel like a long-term investment because they don't pay off that much in the short term in either viewers or subs, actually. Subs or, monetary payment. It tends to, at my level, it still feels like it's all about just growing, as much as you can, and maybe one day, it'll be good enough. But with an idea like this, it's very much a business idea. It's still a game that I think is a fun game, but it's approaching it from a much more business minded way, and so it really feels like the time you're putting in is like, has a lot more potential to pay off in a really good way. And I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought. The thing is, I'm actually a little bit tired because I've been working on this solidly all day, so it feels really good to kind of feel a bit tired because I've been getting loads of stuff done and getting loads of things. Having said that, I still haven't emailed for the quotes I needed to just yet. I need to email a couple of companies about printing these bags still. But I worked out a couple of things, and actually, I actually adjusted rules slightly today as well, to make the game actually a little bit simpler, but I think it makes it more fun. And even just within, I sort of like tested the new rules. I need to test them a bit more properly, but I tested them just for like a few minutes, and I was like, this is instantly so much more fun, because it's simpler, so you can roll a bunch of dice and see kind of your results much more immediately. It's much more immediately obvious rather than kind of having to work out what you've got. Basically, I got rid of one icon that, because so there's two icons at plus points. Like there's a plus, it's like a 1 point icon and a 2 points icon, but there was an icon that like subtracted 1 point as well if you rolled it. So I've got rid of that because I thought, well, what's the point really? And that makes it so much more simpler because you're just adding up. You're not having to subtract and sort of like do a little sum. So that's cool. And let's have a look at the notes quick, because I'm going off on that. I'm blur. My brain's just completely gone to sleep because I've been doing this stuff. Okay, so Oh yeah, I felt quite focused today, and I was thinking of this project in general, and how I've mentioned before how I really want to finish this project and follow through, because so many projects and ideas and stuff I never follow through on, and I think these vlogs help in a big way because I talk about it so much. It's like, because it's kind of I'm publicly saying, hey, I'm trying to do this thing, I better have a damn good reason to like not do it and do like give up, because I'm publicly saying I'm going to do it. And so it's good because it kind of holds me to account, and I feel like, well, and the bottom line really is truly I want to finish it. So having made this public declaration that I will, just it kind of helps me keep to that rather than letting it slide. And I think what often happens is you tend to sort of like kind of forget about, get distracted by something else and forget about a project, and then because if you're not doing vlogs and publicly kind of assessing what you're doing every day, you don't get reminded of, oh yeah, I was meant to be doing that. Whereas doing these vlogs, even on days where I haven't worked on my dice game, you might notice I'm always like, oh yeah, I need to do some stuff on my dice game. So oh wow, this vlog is really rambling because my brain's so tired. I think I've done most of the. I looked over a bunch of like tax stuff that I then realised didn't apply to me, which is good. So that's another burden off my mind. And specifically with this dice game project, that is. And I did some kind of research into Kickstarter stuff. I did this thing where every Kickstarter project has its own bit.ly link when you share it, and so you can take similar projects to your own, take their bit.ly link, like even ones from the past that were successful, take their bit.ly link, and then if you put a plus on the end of a bit.ly link URL, you get a page with all the statistics of where most of the traffic and click-throughs came from. So that's really useful for this, because I did that with a load of dice games that have been successful on Kickstarter, and there's a lot of sort of like Twitter and Facebook, as you would expect, but also one which I didn't think of doing is a lot of successful games on Kickstarter have got huge traffic from the Board Game Geek forums and stuff like that. So that's something I hadn't really thought of using to promote my game, to promote my Kickstarter. Now I definitely will, because obviously that's perfect target audience, board game and game enthusiasts. So anyway, I'll leave it there for today because it's extremely rambly. My brain's obviously had enough. My monitor's frozen, so I'm going to have to lean in. Hope you're well, and I will see you tomorrow.